There is no Bamford estate.
It's got to be Bamford Estate car park. There's no Camford Estate. I know where it is.
To all units, for Camford Estate,
Whoever typed this message up wants to go on a refresher.
read B Bravo Bamford Estate, off Kelsey Road.
A good kick up the backside, more like.
Where are you going?
Local knowledge.
Hold on, Marcella.
Just another bogus shout, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll see. What kept you?
Local knowledge.
You haven't seen a gang of fellas running around with knives and things, have you?
No. Nobody fighting?
Yeah, well, you don't want to get mixed up with that sort of thing, do you, lads?
No.
Straight and narrow, that's the way.
It's the fourth bogus call this week. Someone's having a go at us.
Yeah, and somebody who knows the manner as well.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 6. Can you confirm that last message, please? Over.
What's all this about then?
Search me, it's just a shout for attendance.
What you reckon?
Dunno. Body?
That's about all we need right now.
Tom? No, that was another bogus shout, then, yeah?
I don't know what the hell was happening. Some of these emergency calls coming up on the screen, I don't know where they're coming from.
Did you check back with IR?
Yeah, the message didn't originate from them, neither did the others.
What are they doing about it?
Nothing.
Nothing?
They think I'm going around the bend. Big deal.
Number of that car.
Someone's going to get killed on one of these bogus shouts.
While you're doing that, we'll do us a check on this escort they've pulled out the water.
Yeah, right.
Cheers, mate.
Mrs. Jenkins, are you there? Beryl, it's me, June Ackland.
Here we are. J. Finch.
Anything with an address on?
No. I'll get in touch with the credit card companies.
Right, the car was reported stolen at 8 o'clock this morning by Mr. Desmond Parker, 42 Cartchell House, Clockville Estate.
8 o'clock.
Yep. Got up for work, looked out the window, no car.
What time was the anonymous phone call?
2 a.m.
Where's Parker now?
at work.
Find out what you can about him. We'll go and pay him a visit.
It's not enough they nicked me purse. They got to go and bash me up and all. Look at me. I'm 35. What chance have I got? Living on my own. I'm a nervous wreck.
Yeah, well, all I can say is, oh, I'm sorry. I mean, to be mugged 3 times on the estate, well, you've been very unlucky.
Unlucky? It's part of the course round here. They stole me sickness benefit book
Yeah, but
last
when I
time.
said unlucky, look, I didn't mean it like that. Don't get me wrong. It's a terrible thing, and as a police officer, well, I do feel that we let you down, Beryl. That's partly why I'm here.
Nobody gives a monkeys anymore.
Well, the victim support group have been to see you, haven't they? Didn't they talk to you?
Fat lot of good that was. I'm still a prisoner in my own home.
Look, if you talk
Scared
like
to go
that,
out,
then these people
set a
have
foot
won.
outside.
Are you listening to me? You cannot stay shut up in this flat forever. Now pull yourself together.
I can't stand it anymore.
Well, we'll leave it to you then. Yeah, and thanks very much. Bye.
What's the matter?
Well, that was network control.
Apparently, someone, somewhere, has got a computer and they're hacking into our network.
Is that possible?
Who knows?
So what are they going to do about it?
Ring us back.
According to the credit card company, the girl's full name is Janice Finch. 121 Bellevue House, Clockbill Estate.
Same estate as the registered owner of the car. I think we ought to go and knock on Desmond Parker's door, don't you?
He's at work, but I got the telephone number.
Right, well, Jim and I'll go and see Parker. Mike, you get hold of Finch's parents, take them down the morgue, let them have a look at her, just in case we've identified the wrong girl. See you back at the Nick.
All right.
Dan, you haven't got any fags, have you?
No, I'm sorry. You've got to go out sometime. You can't rely on other people forever.
You don't know what it's like.
Look, you can't stay cooped up in this flat all the time. It's unhealthy.
I'm scared. Bloody scared.
Well, you've been through a terrible experience. But what you're suffering now is the after effects. It's called emotional distress. And unless you break out of it, you're never going to lead a normal life again. You can't stay in this flat forever.
You wouldn't get me fags for me, would you?
Yeah, but you come with me,
Oh, I couldn't.
Come on, little walk down to the shops, just for 10 minutes.
I'd be terrified.
You can.
My hair's a mess.
Excuse me, Rick. You know a guy called Desmond Parker?
Parker, young nosy Parker.
Yeah.
I just remember the shameful.
Cheers, mate. Desmond Parker?
Yeah.
DS Road, DC Carver, Sun Hill. You had your car stolen during the night.
Yeah, well, we've recovered it.
Oh, good. When can I collect it?
Do you know Janice Finch?
Janice Finch. Nah, should I have?
Oh, she lived on your estate.
Doesn't ring a bell.
We'd like to know what your movements were for last night. You know, where you were, who you spoke to.
What's this all about?
I think this conversation would be better off conducted down at the station.
No. I went to a disco at the Rouse and Crown.
Yeah? Who'd you speak to?
I don't know, there were lots of kids there.
What, local kids?
Yeah?
Janice Finch?
I don't know Janice Finch.
All right, that's it. Get your coats.
Well, what's going on?
Come on.
All right, you ready? Come on.
Now I can't go.
Yes, you can.
I can't.
Come on, I'll be with you all the way.
Police on Hill.
Finch?
The dead girl found in the escort.
Rings the bell.
One moment.
Yes.
It's network control for you.
Oh, cheers.
Hello, Sergeant Cryer. Yeah? That's great. Thanks very much.
So what we could do is have all emergency calls sent over the printer. So,
They've set a trap.
yeah, they can trace it.
Next bogus call is ours. Right?
Mr. Finch, I have to ask you questions. Do you think you're up to it? Do you know who Janice was out with last night?
She went to a disco, that's all I know. She doesn't have any regular boyfriends, none that she's told me about.
Did she ever go out with a boy called Desmond Parker?
He's off the estate, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, I think Janice went to school with him.
Another emergency call.
Treat it as the real thing.
To all units from Sierra Oscar in the vicinity of 173 Howard Street.
Sun Hill Cadre, Sergeant.
Suspects are on the premises. Another likely bogus emergency call. Suspects are on the premises now. How could anybody drive a car into the water and leave Janice there?
Scared? Panic? It's difficult to say until we interview him.
I just don't know what to do.
I'll run you home.
No, I'd rather walk. I've got to think.
Do you want me to stay with you for a while?
No, thanks. You've been more than kind.
Mr. Finch, whoever the driver was, we'll get him.
Does it really matter?
There we are, I told you, they knocked it all down last year.
Yeah, it's another dummy, eh?
Oh, well, not bad, lads. Missed all the action, though, didn't you?
Did you go to the disco in your car?
Yeah.
And you drove it home?
Yep.
Did you give anyone a lift?
No.
So what time did you get home?
At midnight?
Did you lock your car?
Not sure.
These yours?
Oh, I must have left them in the ignition.
Were you drunk?
I don't give a damn if you were pissed up to your eyeballs. I want to know if you drove the car into the river.
Police, Sun Hill, Sergeant Penny. Yes? The university? Yep, thank you. Will do. Room 209.
There you are, home again. Wasn't so bad, was it?
You're an angel, a real gem. I feel so much better.
What did I tell you?
Shouldn't listen to you in the first place.
Look, I'll pop in again tomorrow and see how you're getting on.
Would you?
Yeah, of course.
I don't want to be a burden.
I'll also ring the victim support group, because I'm sure that they'll...
Hacking into government department computers, I discourage.
You discourage? Mr. Wallace is no video game.
Professor.
I'm sorry, whatever your qualifications are, we're not talking about little spaceships zapping one another here, are we?
Hacking is one of man's last great adventures. It was very therapeutic. As long as it's not used in any criminal activity, I don't see the harm.
If one of your students has somehow discovered codes to break into the police computer network...
Oh, an irresistible target, wouldn't you agree?
Sending out bogus emergency calls, Professor, I wouldn't call that one of man's last great adventures. What I'd say it was is wasting police time, and it's a criminal offence.
Yeah, point taken.
It's not working. There you go.
It's quite simple. I want the truth. Nothing more, nothing less.
All right. I had a few drinks. Maybe I was over the top, but I didn't drive my car into the river.
So you still insist the car was stolen, do you?
Yes.
A young girl lies dead in the mortuary. Now, you might not be responsible, but I am damn sure you're not telling me the truth.
I am telling the truth.
You'd like to come down to the mortuary, would you? And take a look at this girl?
When you first came to this station, you came as a witness. We have now moved on from that situation, Mr. Parker. You are now a suspect. Book him and take him to the interview room.
As you can see, nothing sinister.
Blimey. Somebody wanted to make their mark.
Where's Viv?
Outside. What happened?
I want Mrs. Jenkins out of here.
Oh, well, where to?
I don't know, get hold of the victim support group, anybody.
It's like an hospital job to me.
Look, I don't care who it is, I want this lady off of this estate, even if I have to put her up at my place.
Do you have a record of who uses the equipment at any particular time?
Well, we don't police the use of computers. Each student has an account number and a code to gain entry to their personal file.
Well, what I need to know is who used a computer at about 2 o'clock and then again about an hour ago.
That might not be possible.
Then I'll have to question every student who's got an account number.
It's impossible.
What do you mean impossible?
When I say impossible, I mean student accounts are not strictly monitored as they should be. Some students don't inform us when they've changed their codes. We're a little lax in this area.
So what are you saying?
It is still possible for an ex-student to be using his old account.
What, you mean even after he's left the university?
If he or she has access to a computer at a modem, he could simply gain entry to our mainframe computer over the telephone. Logically, to any computer in the world.
It can't be that simple. Surely they've got to have codes.
Some students are skilled enough or have the touch to break very sophisticated codes. And that's what hacking is all about.
And do you have such a student here now?
Not at the moment.
An ex-student?
Come with me.
I want a solicitor.
Jason Scott is a brilliant computer operator. A genius. Failed his exams. One of those people who just can't put things down on paper. He left us about a month ago. At that time, he was living with his mother at this address in East London.
How many times has he used his account number?
About 150 times in the last year.
And the last time?
An hour ago.
It's about time you nicked her, silly old cat. She's mad, you know that? Oi! I'm not saying anything, you know. You can do what you like to me.
Well, as I said before, you don't have to answer any questions. Not until your solicitor arrives. It's a matter for you. Isn't that right, Mike? You don't mind if we talk, do you? Janice's father says he knows Desmond. Is that right, Mike?
Mm-hmm. Janice went to school with him.
And it mightn't be a bad idea to bring Mr. Finch down to the station and have a look at Desmond. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, good idea.
I probably do know if she went to school with me.
Mrs. Scott,
Yes,
can you tell me where your son Jason is, please?
upstairs in his room.
Would you mind if I had a word with him?
No.
Thank you.
What is all this? What's going on? Excuse me. Excuse me, you can't do this.
I'm sorry.
Please be quiet. My husband's had a business lunch.
What's going on, Mum?
Have you been hacking into a police computer network?
I knew he'd get into
How'd you
trouble.
find
Have you?
No. Well, not really.
I've told him
Not
so
really?
many times.
Give it a rest, Mum.
That's why you got thrown out of university.
Mum, go on downstairs.
I'm going to get your father.
Yeah, thanks, Mrs. Scott. What do you mean, not really?
Well, you're not going to believe this.
Try me.
We see that computer there? Well, I've got loads of computers. I don't even need that one. You know, take a look around you. There's bits and pieces of computers everywhere.
Where'd you get all this stuff?
What's what I'm trying to tell you? I spend all my money on bits and pieces like this. You know, magazines, software, anything to do with computers. I've been going steady with an Amstrad for yonks. It's like a disease. I can't resist it, really.
And what's special about this one?
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna believe this. It was an accident.
You sure you don't want to wait until your solicitor arrives?
A mate of mine borrowed the car to take his girl out.
Janice?
We made up the story of the car being stolen in panic.
The name. The name of your mate. The driver of the car.
Look, all computers have got a memory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So when this little baby became redundant, for whatever reason that was, its memory was erased, the disk wiped clean. All the secrets gone forever, right?
Yeah.
Wrong.
So what are you saying?
Someone forgot that sometimes you can recall the memory after it's been erased.
Look, Sarge, read that.
Yeah?
Where's Cryer?
He's on his way in with a prisoner.
Oh, there you are. I'm Sandra Joseph.
Hello.
And you must be Mrs. Jenkins. Just leave the luggage there. Oh, come with me, will you, please?
June, we'll wait outside the car.
You sit down here, my dear.
I'll get you a cup of tea.
Right. Make yourself useful. Yeah, get on to that.
This place, it's only temporary, but you'll be safe here. I'm going to make sure somebody finds you a flat, somewhere nice. Do you understand what I'm saying? Look, I've got to go. I'll come and see you again.
Now let's have a little chat, shall we?
Right. Single-bladed penknife. Pearl
Look,
type
I
handle.
didn't know the numbers I found on the computer were police codes until I tried to use them. After that, it was just a giggle.
If the Duke of Edinburgh's bank account isn't safe, whose is? I thought I had to say something.
The liaison officer at the Ministry of Defence has given me your number. It's
Chris Cryer.
Charge him. It's about a computer sold as army surplus. Sir.
Oh, yeah.
Bob.
Right now, Mr. Scott, what have we got here? First of all, you have the right.
I've got a prison to sort out here, Ted.
Forget it.
What do you mean, forget it?
I don't know how to tell you this.
What?
The car underwater, the dead girl.
Yeah, go on.
Patrick was the driver.
Patrick? Oh, my son, Patrick. You're joking.
I wish I was.
Well, I don't believe you.
Patrick had been going out with Janice Finch for some time. He borrowed a motor from his mate, Desmond Parker. Drove into the docks for a kiss and a cuddle. There weren't any lights. Went straight off the end of the wharf.
Did you try and save her?
I don't know. Patrick will have to come in, Bob. I'll give him a fair deal. No strokes.
You'd never credit this. What's wrong with it? You know, this computer we just brought in, Ted, you'd never believe it.
Is that so?
Cheeky bastards, eh?
Yeah, cheeky bastards.